Alright, let's do this. I'm a villain, you know I'm one. See, in all honesty, if Civil War actually happened, I could understand the whole registration thing. However, and I'm not talking about the movie, I'm talking about the comics. Once you start putting your superhero friends in prison in a negative, in the negative zone, in an alternate reality, I'm switching sides. Like, that's too much, man. Like, it's crazy how that story unfolded. Yeah, we'll overwrite it. I started a playthrough whenever it got remastered, and I never finished it. I want to do Legendary. Well, we'll do Super Heroic for now. Just pre-order Ultimate Alliance 3. I can't wait for that. I wasn't convinced of that game until I played it at E3. It plays really well. It plays just like these. Super Protein Cap. Yeah. I believe it's possible with Carnage DLC now. Well, all the DLC's been pulled. But they added them into these games because everyone bitched that the DLC wasn't included. So they actually went and did the update. At least I heard. We'll see. How's the volume, by the way, guys? Is it okay? By the way, one of the best parts of Civil War was the Punisher. Because he didn't care about either issue. Or either side. He just knew that the superheroes were too busy fighting. So criminals were getting away with things. So he was just, like, hunting them on the side.
But it worked. No pain, no gain, my boy.
I ain't your boy, Stark.
What if a villain got a hold of the registration data? A horrifying purge would occur. That is very true.
Any Latvian air support bothering us on our way to Castle Doom now. We'll take it on foot and bring in Bravo team once we hit checkpoint 3.
On foot. You're kidding, right?
Yes, DLC is an Ultimate Alliance 2. Cool.
Large support I get in this outfit?
Yeah, so these are really the complete editions.
How socks make it worse, actually.
All right, ladies, let's move. Now.
They were charging full price for these, too, when it first came out remastered, and they didn't even include the DLC. Like, what a slap in the face. Thank God they responded to the feedback and added the DLC in. Purge the world. I say heroes should let evil run free. Damn. We know what we gotta watch out for. Torrance over here is a super villain. I like having Psylocke on my team. She's my favorite female X-Men. We got a white Nick Fury in the house. James Bond Fury. Oh, I forgot this first mission. It's pre-selected. Defeat Latvian resistance. How do I do my moves? The graphics are a huge improvement over the first game, honestly. Although I don't really care about how the story ends. Like, half of it's Civil War, and then it turns into a whole other thing. Let's bring Cap in the mix. Do you buy their taking off from the Xbox Store and PlayStation Store? What do you mean? The original versions? Or are you talking about the DLC? Only thing I liked in Ultimate Alliance was the part where they captured Deadpool and Cable said okay when he 2 rolls of duct tape, one to tie him up, one for his mouth.
Barring a few twists and turns. Move out.
I'm gonna keep using Captain America for now. I love having Deadpool during meeting Deadpool. They have conversations to break the fourth wall.
Hit these guys first in a fight. Otherwise, they'll just keep picking you up.
You know what would have been really cool? And in Spider-Man Far From Home, you know how he's in Europe? So he goes to like Berlin and Prague and a bunch of other countries. It would have been cool if he went to Latveria. If that was like a... Like, they didn't have to show Doctor Doom or anything. Just one of the countries, instead of like Prague, they could have just put Latveria on the subtitle. I would have loved that. Just to acknowledge its existence.
I can't raise Bravo. Signal must be jammed.
Oh, I think in this game to unlock costumes, you have to kill a certain amount of enemies with each character, if I remember correctly. I got hooked to the 360 version, just unlocking costumes. Like, I wanted everyone.
Faced a lot tougher than you.
Can I see that yet? Swap costumes. Oh, here it is. See, I think... I'm trying to remember where the screen was. There's a screen where, it shows you how many enemies... I think how many enemies you have to kill to get, each costume. I like that costume. I might use that. Yeah. Do I have anyone else? I don't like that one. Let's see what Iron Man has. Nope, nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Is DLC available now? Oh, yeah, look, there it is. Carnage, Magneto, and Psylocke. And... Awesome. Did you play Final Fantasy IV on Super Nintendo? No. I didn't like Final Fantasy back then. I didn't... Those turn-based games I didn't like when I was a kid.
Tell him Wolverine did this to you.
I didn't really like Final Fantasy at all until I played 7 and 8.
Black Widow should have left an intel drop for us nearby. Use your navigation system to locate it.
Retrieve Black Widow's intel drop. Man, it's going to be so weird not having Captain America in the MCU anymore. Or Steve Rogers. He's one of my favorite heroes. Favorite characters in Ultimate Alliance was Venom, Carnage, Spider-Woman. Yo, Spider-Woman was always on my team. If you leveled her up, her laser beam was incredibly strong, and she could heal the whole party real quick.
You'll have to do better than that. Knock that barrier down.
This game's awesome. I love this game. Although I do have to say, story-wise, I like the first one better. But I mean, this one, I mean, it was a Civil War storyline. I always liked that story in the comics. Which I never read Civil War 2. But I heard it wasn't anywhere near as good.
They just broke through. Think of the scars as souvenirs.
To unlock Carnage, you have to beat Carnage boss in one of the simulation missions. These DLC, don't I have them already, though? I think I can pick them now. I don't know how it works in the remastered version. Civil War 2 is bad. That's what I hear. Well, so what's the issue in Civil War 2? Because, you know, in the original, the school got blown up and kids died and the government was, you know, getting in on everything. What was it that triggered Civil War 2? That I don't know. Oh, these fusion attacks. I love these.
We're outnumbered.
Captain America. Oh, it's the generic guided one. There's a couple of them that are very generic. Come on. I should have done Cap and Iron Man. Let's try it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Which we see in the first Avengers movie. Damn, that's powerful as hell. Holy shit. Who else can I do? I have Ultimate Alliance 2 for Xbox One. Yeah, I only got it on PS4 because I have the Xbox 360 version. So this way I get trophies.
July 11th, 0800 hours.
And Civil War 2 is kind of like Minority Report. Oh, so they could see things about to happen and stuff.
If you can take it out, you may find her
Oh, that's kind of dumb.
You heard the lady. Let's find that power source.
Who are the leaders of each side of Civil War 2? I think it's Captain Marvel and Iron Man, if I'm not mistaken. This game's a ton of fun local co-op. Yes, very much. Even online. But I remember when the 360 first came out, or the 360 version first came out, it was borderline unplayable online. It was lagging so bad. And it's the first game, too. I don't know if they ever updated it. I could never get through any of those matches.
Suits due for its 3 million mile service.
I think I could upgrade now. Iron Man kissed my ass because he's not going to be on my team for long. He's a traitor. I love Iron Man, but he's the enemy here. Maybe not yet. Yeah, and Taku, welcome. Civil War 2 ruined Carol Danvers. Yeah, like I said in my Spider-Man stream, I liked her better as Miss Marvel. Back when they had like the New Avengers and all that. I thought she was a much better character then.
I won't tell your friends about this. I promise.
Ugh. I've heard that a lot though about Civil War 2, that it completely ruined her character. Can you, yeah, I see your comments, Starts. Yeah! I love that move. It's so badass. I always pick Deadpool, Hulk, Cable, and Wolverine for this game. I like mixing them up in this game.
I could handle punks like you without the armor.
I don't really have a specific dedicated team in this one like I did in the first one. But one character I always liked having on my team here is Songbird. She's from the Thunderbolt. She's a really cool character. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I think she's anti-registration. Because there's certain... Depending on what side you pick, there's certain characters that are locked for most of your playthrough. Ugh. I'm so behind on my comics. Last comic I read was Punisher Black and White. Yeah, I'm behind too, man. I know what you mean. Like, I still have them on my tablet downloaded, but I don't, I just never sit down and read them.
Sheesh, talk about the power of prayer. Let's check it out.
Who was your main team in Ultimate Alliance 1? I always mix 2 spots out, typically, but I always had Captain America, and I always had Spider-Woman in there. The other 2 were a little more flexible. Typically, I had Wolverine in there, too. But I had one spot that was truly just different people all the time. I did like to use Moon Knight a lot. Moon Knight was definitely one of them. But yeah, Spider-Woman and Captain America never left my team, ever. Unless I just wanted to try other characters out.
I figured I'd have to wait till I got back to the good old US of A to try out the Tinker
I love Electro.
toys. But instead, I can give you a preview right now, free of charge.
He was in my, my top 10 comic book villains video? I had Electro on there.
I could take you out with 3 claws.
Oh, wait, we gotta get Spider-Man. Here we go. Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
Take it easy on
Keep your eye on the floor, boys.
Who's my throne? Was that Wolverine? Yeah, that was Wolverine. Electro, man, you're getting your ass kicked. Loved your Godzilla review. How many times have you seen the movie? Just once. Because when I go see a movie, I kind of pay for 3 people. I pay for my fiance, and my son likes going too. So I try to just watch movies once in the theater. But had it been up to me, I would have seen that movie a couple of times. As much as I liked Spider-Man Homecoming yesterday, I still think my favorite movie of this year is still Godzilla. I loved it. I loved every bit of that movie. Not that I didn't love Spider-Man, but man, Godzilla's just... It was cool. Can you perform fastball special? Yeah, I think so. Because, wait, hold on. Is Colossus in this? I don't think Colossus is in this game. Yeah, because if Colossus isn't in this game, then there's no fastball special. That's Colossus. God, come on, he's almost dead. I want Spider-Man to finish him off. Oh no, don't die, Spider-Man!
No, seriously.
Oh, he's done.
You can't hurt me. I'm too well connected.
Man, anyone remember Marvel Universe Online? It was kind of short-lived. That was actually really good. I got into that for a while. And then they ported it over to PS4 after forever. And then shortly after it got discontinued. Yes. City of Heroes was better. I never played it. I thought the overall aesthetic of Marvel Universe Online is really cool.
Might even clear up our radio communications. Let's head out through that back door.
Damn, I need health. See, what I love about these Ultimate Alliance games is the just plethora of characters from the whole universe.
Bravo to your copy.
Nothing new to me so far.
Godzilla in all my adult life. That was the only movie that ever made me feel like a kid. Yeah, I can relate to that.
How'd Fury get you?
Same way he got you two, I expect. Everyone owes that old warhorse favors, and he always calls them in sooner or later. Could be much worse than this.
Yeah, but don't you guys wonder, I mean, invading a foreign country? Like we're soldiers of fortune or something?
I've known Nick Fury a very long time, Spider-Man. We wouldn't be doing this without a good reason. Oh, bringing your little hands over the poor Latvarians, huh?
Do you like Marvel vs. Capcom?
Same for you,
I love Marvel vs. Capcom. Not Infinite so much.
Mr. President. One of our ongoing investigations into supervillains recently had a major break. We've always been aware that many of these criminals who run around in high-tech armor were getting their materials from an underground figure, Phineas
Wizard.
Mason, aka the Tinkerer. What we didn't realize until recently is that the Tinkerer himself is being supported by someone outside the country, specifically Lucia von Bartis.
I think it's cool that the Tinker was in Homecoming.
As you know, the link to a foreign power makes this, by definition, international terrorism. The evidence is right here, sir. We're under attack.
Do you think Spider-Man PS4 and Avengers game is same universe? I don't think so. I think they're doing their own thing. I wish they had used Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. Yeah, well, see, back then, they wouldn't have, because back then when this game was made, he was strictly for the Ultimate Marvel comic universe. And White Nick Fury was still in the classic universe, so they wouldn't have done that. Nowadays, they've kind of replaced him. Although White Nick Fury's still around. I don't know, is he... Anyone that currently reads comics, is he still technically the Watcher? Because I know Nick Fury became, like, one of the... Like, basically the Watcher. Like I said, I haven't kept up in a while.
Turrets are online! Keep that backup power coming! They're trying to dig in. Keep pushing through.
I'll take it easy on you if you can hum my theme song.
I bought Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but I bought $300 one. Me too. Yep, I did an unboxing on it. It totally wasn't worth it. It came with, actually, I could show you guys. Because I have it right here next to me all the time. It came with the Infinity Stones in this box right here. Mind you, these, I think it's still on. They look kind of cool, but in person, if you're touching them, they're so cheap. They feel like those little plastic Easter eggs that you buy at the dollar store. They feel so cheap. It's awful. And really, that's the only reason I wanted it, and it sucks. Oh, and it has the little statues, too. Captain Marvel, Chun-Li, Iron Man, and Mega Man X. Those are all right. Not worth the price. And when you touch them, they're definitely plastic. Yeah, I probably would have just gotten, like, one of the editions with, like, a season pass or something if I could go back.
Big deal.
White Nick Fury is dead. Oh, is he dead now? Well, I mean, as if that really means anything in comics, but still. Yeah, I don't care for the Infinity Stones. I just want the statues. Yeah, like I said, they were okay, but they're not very high quality. You get much better statues online from other companies. A lot more financially, but... Nick was replaced by his bio son, who was black and named Nick Fury. Oh, okay. So that's still a thing. Yeah, that's kind of where I fell behind when that started. You better be happy you could have spent $300 for Fallout 76 or nothing on Fallout 76, as I did. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get that game for a while. I have all the Fallouts. Well, Fallout 3, 4, I have New Vegas. Haven't played any of them. But I own them all. So I guess that counts. No! Spider-Man!
Try throwing those grenades right back where they came from.
The hell do I throw them? Square. Damn it. Exploding on me.
Oh, don't be too embarrassed. I've been doing this for a while.
Why would I have to throw grenades at the helicopter? We have Iron Man on the team. Like, I'm sure he's got rockets. Samuel L. Jackson makes a badass Nick Fury? Absolutely. Considering that version of Nick Fury was modeled after Samuel L. Jackson. It's funny because if you go back to the early 2000s and read the first volume of the Ultimates, which was basically the Ultimate version of the Avengers, where they introduced him, there's one scene when they're all talking about who would play them in a movie, and for him, he says Samuel L. Jackson, and fast forward a couple of years, and that's exactly what happened. They knew what they were doing. White Nick is still alive is the unseen aka the Watcher, but they barely use him. Okay, yeah, so the status quo is pretty much where I left it then. I love the little web shooters. Web machine gun! Who is the main villain of Spider-Man Far From Home? Mysterio. Definitely Mysterio. As anyone that has basic comic book knowledge saw coming from a mile away. First time I saw Ultimate Fury was the Ultimate Avengers animated film. Those were alright. I actually liked those. They were a little too kiddie, but it's Marvel. That's what they do. Those are based off the Ultimate comics. And those are pretty... Those are very M-rated. The actual comics were. They were awesome. There we go.
All right. After this elevator, it's almost a straight shot right to Von Bartis' front door. They know we're coming. Could get a bit hairier from here on out.
I never understood what all these, like, choices were here. Well, Wolverine would be aggressive.
Let's just say I got a message for their Prime Minister. Something you just can't say over the phone. Now, you don't need any more detail than that. Let's quit the jibber-jabber and get this job done already. Now you're gonna hurt my
I'm interested
feelings.
they'll do anything with Sinister Six tease they did at the end of Homecoming after being Scorpion. I hope so. They need it. Like I said in my Spider-Man review, I just hope that Marvel Studios gets the Sinister Six before Sony has a chance to jump in and do their own spin. Because you know that they're going to see money, and right now they're high and mighty. They did well with Into the Spider-Verse, so they did well with Venom too. So Sony right now they know Spider-Man means cash, so they're going to try to milk that titty. And they don't really have to get clearance from Marvel Studios. Yeah, eventually they need Sinister Six, but that really is something you have to build up over several movies.
They usually don't get up after that.
I'd love having Mysterio as part of it. In all honesty, he blew away Vulture as a villain. I didn't find Vulture that impressive as a villain. Honestly. Even in the comics, I don't care for Vulture, but in the movie, he was just okay. I thought Mysterio was a much, much cooler villain.
Through those energy fields.
Marvel is the cow and Sony is the farmer. That's true. Alright, Spidey, use super strength.
Nice work. Now shut off that energy grid master switch.
First time I saw Samuel Nick Fury was in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Yeah, which is where the movie is getting heavy influence. You can't touch Spider-Man. Oh shit. I spoke too soon. I gotta remember not to smack talk during these games. We all know how that goes. Anyone surprised Walking Dead comic is over and done? I just saw that before I started streaming. Apparently everyone's surprised because they had a fake story arc and fake issues that they were advertising afterwards that were never intended to be real. Oh no, Captain America got knocked out. What the hell? Isn't this a game where you fight Galactus? That was the first Ultimate Alliance. This is Ultimate Alliance 2. Although the ending, or I should say the after credit scene in the first Ultimate Alliance, hinted that Galactus would be the next big threat, and, well, nothing happened. And now we're getting the Infinity Gem storyline.
I've been scrapping longer than I've been alive.
Walking Dead as a brand in general has been on decline for years. Yeah, I love Walking Dead, man. I've been there since the beginning, but I've heard some people say that the new season of Walking Dead has been the best one. Or, I'm sorry, Fear the Walking Dead. And I think it's awful. I don't like Fear the Walking Dead. I think it's boring. And I never really connected with any of the characters like I did with the original Walking Dead. Original Walking Dead just blew me away. But even now, the story's not good. I still watch it because I still want to support it and hope it gets better, but it's not anything like the show it used to be. Who should be the next big bad, Galactus or Dormammu? I think Doctor Doom, above all others. Real talk, I'm sick of seeing Thanos. He's nearing Joker oversaturated. I feel the same way as you. That's one reason I was kind of iffy on Ultimate Alliance 3, because the Infinity Gems again, and I'm like, every time something is popular in the movies, it oversaturates everything. So I do agree with you. There's such a thing as too much. Oh, thank God I leveled up. I was about to die. Now I'm back at full strength. Iron Man! Captain America's missing all the fun. I forgot this intro level is as long as it is. I remember it being really short.
My theme song.
More supervillain tourists, huh? Let's get them.
Wizard and Scorcher. Low tier villains.
Wizard Shielder, focus on Scorcher.
Fear not, Scorcher. Let the wizard show
Damn.
you how to handle these metals.
Wizard's such a stupid villain. He was also in Captain America and the Avengers, the arcade game. And I remember I used to call him Pizza Man, because in the Super Nintendo version, I didn't know who the wizard was when I was a kid. And he threw these little discs at you and they looked like pizzas. Say what you will about the Fantastic Four old films, Doom costume looked great. I agree with that. His costume looked really well. His character hasn't been written well at all, ever. But his costume looked great. Except in the new Fantastic Four movie, the reboot. Oh god, I hate that movie. Doctor Doom just looked like he was covered in duct tape. It was so bad. Did you play X-Men games that took place before Ultimate Alliance? X-Men Legends, yeah, I used to love those games on the GameCube. I gotta stream those sometime. Yeah, it was X-Men Legends and then Rise of Apocalypse. Oh, Wizard got fucked up. Well, now it's your turn, Scorcher. Closest to comic are X-Men and X-Men Clone Wars 2D. I love Clone Wars.
Damn.
Yeah, X-Men Clone Wars is one of my favorite Sega Genesis games.
Cold. Maybe we can power him up manually with some repulsor fire.
The reboot was worse than the older two movies. Yeah, I agree with that. Because if you go back now and watch them, the original two movies I don't think were actually bad. They represented Fantastic Four well. So, I mean, they did a good job with the series. It's just, they kind of fell flat. It at least felt like Fantastic Four, though.
Lucia, we're home.
Doom could take over the world easily, but his ego gets the best of him every time. Oh, yeah. His ego always outdoes him.
Great. Here we go again.
Hey, Fury, where's that Bravo team you've been trying to reach?
Communication still jammed. Someone's gonna have to go round them up. And you just volunteered.
The reboot Fantastic Four was death-worthy. I wouldn't send him over the hopes.
No time to argue, Shorty. Take West with you. Locate Bravo.
Yeah, I know hope for that movie. Nothing about it excited me.
You heard the man, Webhead. Let's move.
Yeah, yeah. Sheesh. Respect.
Has anyone here seen the first Fantastic Four movie? No. I don't mean the one with Jessica Alba. I mean the first. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Yes, there was one before that. I forgot Cable was in here. I always feel bad taking out Wolverine. I always want to keep Wolverine in here. Or Psylocke. That's my X-Men wife. Let's put her in here. Yeah. Let's swap that costume. Nah, we gotta go with classic. Semi-classic. Yes, I hated it in the 90s Avengers. The Roger Corman one. Yep. The bootleg Fantastic Four movie. One of my best friends in like 10th grade back in the day. His uncle like had a bootleg DVD copy that he let me borrow, and I was like, what the hell am I watching? Yep, but that's a thing. I'm trying to decide who I want. Do I want Carnage in there? Let's try Carnage out. Let's put him in there. All right. Spider-Man's too good. I can't get rid of him. Damn, I want a Gambit in there, but I don't want to get rid of Wolverine or Spider-Man. We'll keep it for now, like this, I guess. Fabian as a waifu? Absolutely. Psylocke, man. I'm still shocked Wolverine's like 5'5", not in the movies, where he's like 6 foot tall. Hugh Jackman. I'm confused by why the X-Men are here, because they have to be, man. I love the X-Men. In the original Civil War, the X-Men chose not to be involved. Yeah, well, this one takes very, it definitely has its liberties from the source material. Plenty of them. Psylocke's badass, man. Hell yeah. Let's do those moves. Ha! Ninja moves. Let's try Carnage. I love that Carnage is in here. But in all honesty, I don't care what situation it is. It's always a horrible idea, logically, having Carnage on a team. Big Carnage. He'll just murder everyone. Rapidly press square? Oh. And Spider-Man would never be on a team with him. The hell? Did I just grow? His head just grows. That's awesome. Storm, best X-Lady, fight me? I mean, Psylocke. That's what I'll say. Carter's kind of like Joker on a team. Yeah, basically. Dr. Doom. Marvel Time Alliance 1 was better, especially the last boss. Yeah, the last boss in this game sucks ass. Before, it was a superpowered Doctor Doom, and this one, it's just like Robo Nick Fury. It's so dumb. It's stupid. Yeah, the House of M incident. Oh, man. If they ever... Man, when we get the MCU and the X-Men... Or whenever we get the X-Men in the MCU, we need to have the House of M storyline. I love that storyline. It was crazy. Carnage and Psylocke teamed up. Makes no sense, but it's happening. Really, I thought the last boss would be the leader of the opposing faction. Yeah, that was one of the biggest complaints I had with this game. The actual Civil War storyline gets resolved like halfway through the game, and then suddenly there's some kind of like nanotechnology robot invasion. So they almost completely forget about the Civil War story, and it just goes into like a nano robot invasion. And at the end, it's like an evil Nick Fury you fight. It really should have stayed Civil War the entire time. It would have been a much better game overall. Which I don't hate this game, but that's what I mean about the story. It kind of ruined it, second half. Oh, God, I thought that was one of my guys at first. I want to break it. Oh, poor Dr. Doom. His statue's broken. Where's all the Doom bots around here? I don't see House of M working in MCU unless they majorly buff Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to have to make some changes overall to everything to make it work. As of right now, she's not even Magneto's daughter as far as we know, so I don't know.
Even you know you can't win.
Oh, I got a new alternate costume. How do I look at it? Wait, I didn't get an alternate. Was it for someone else? Maybe I have to do it at a save point? It told me I got one. It's funny that in House of M, Spidey's perfect life was being married to Gwen and having a kid. Yeah. I mean, think about it, though. It makes sense, because his perfect life, and the very definition of perfect, would have been not accidentally killing Gwen Stacy. Or as he... I mean, that's never 100% been established that it was his fault, but, you know, in his mind, he killed Gwen Stacy. So, it kind of makes sense that, subconsciously, he thinks of that as his perfect life, as if that never happened. And if that would have never happened, they would have kept dating, and maybe they would have eventually gotten married, so... It's really interesting. Wait, what's over here? Oh, I want that. Damn it. Can I not get it now? Yeah, here we go. Come on, Psylocke. Use your, ninja training. I wonder if we'll see Madam Web in MCU. We have to see Madam Web. Every time she shows up, you know there's going to be some trippy multiverse shit going down. The Mcron. He was still married to Mary Jane, so yeah, that's what I mean. It's interesting that, like, subconsciously, that was his perfect life. Someone other than his wife that he loves dearly. House of M kind of reminds me of that Superman story with the black Dahlia, not Black Dahlia. What's it called? The Black Mercy or something? The that alien flower or whatever that got on his chest and made him think that he was living on Krypton with a family. Kind of reminds me of House of M. That story was heartbreaking. That's my favorite Superman story ever. Which Supergirl completely copied for an episode, by the way. Come on, I'm trying to grab this guy's shield. Thank you. You don't need that. Alright, let's give Carnage some love. Which, The Man Who Had Everything is actually my favorite Alan Moore. Yeah, that story. It was such a good story, and it really, like, broke down Superman as a character and made him vulnerable, you know? Like, just emotionally vulnerable. It's such a good story. And they adapted it into the Justice League cartoon really well. Like, when Mongol did it to him in the cartoon, like, man, after he woke up, Superman beat his ass. Like, to within an inch of his life. His face is all bruised up and everything. He's like, you have no idea what you did to me. Amazing.
And you're done.
There we go. See, it's in here. Thank you. Are you going to buy Ultimate Alliance 3? Absolutely. I will be streaming it day one and then reviewing it, which is why I'm playing this. We're working our way up. I would have streamed 1 also, but I already streamed that game. So we're going to stream 2, and then that's going to lead us right up to 3. July 19th, I think, comes out. It's right around the corner. Black Bolt will destroy Earth. Yeah. Black Bolt is ridiculously, unreasonably powerful. Which, by the way, the Inhumans in the MCU, the ABC show, that's the worst thing that has ever come out of the MCU. Well, I guess it's not really MCU, it's ABC, but it's the worst thing they've done. It's awful. That show sucked so bad. Which sucks because the last episode and the first episode were really good. Everything else in between was awful. Oh, I gotta break this shit. Get out of the way. Yeah, we need some Wolverine up in here. There we go. Oh no, they killed Psylocke. Damn you. I gotta take that little gate off. There we go.
We read you, Widow. We're positioned to move on the throne room. Can you support Bravo? They've got a job to do.
Get up, Psylocke. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave her there. Sadly. I miss his costume of Wolverine. My favorite Wolverine costume is one in the 80s. Like that no, the brown one, the like tan one.
Along with your little operation, should help deter anyone thinking along the same lines.
So much for your president's friendly words to me. Or does he even know you're here?
You got a simple choice, Toots. Either come with us quietly, or die when we turn this place into a big pile of Latvian bricks.
You'll pay for this, Nicholas Fury. I promise you that. Take them!
Hey, Alcatraz, thanks for that super chat. I appreciate that. Free money.
Head to the reactor room.
I think MCU worst films, in my opinion, are Iron Man 2, Ant-Man 2, and Black Panther. I know I get hate for that, and I'm sorry. Oh, checkpoints. You know you and me disagree on that. Ant-Man 2, I loved Ant-Man 2, and I thought Black Panther was awesome. So I can't agree with you there. Ah, damn it. Let me get out of here. Can I bring someone else now? Yeah, I can't swap here. Because she's down. Let me get Carnage out of here. Let's get a heavy hitter in here. Let's get Juggernaut. I still think my favorite MCU movie is... I don't know, I really liked Endgame, but... I have a soft spot for Winter Soldier still. I love the Winter Soldier. It's such an amazing movie. We'll swap out Spider-Man. We'll put Gambit. Where are the Doom bots? I guess since Doom isn't here, they're just kind of on vacation. Oh, we got a full X-Men team going on now. I didn't even intend that.
Stay out of my workshop.
Get out of here. Yeah!
You got some good taste.
Man, I love Gambit. That's my favorite male X-Men character. Actually, he's tied with Colossus. I like them both a lot. And I never want to see Channing Tatum play Gambit. I don't ever want to see that. I'm bummed that they axed the Gambit movie, not me. I wouldn't mind a Gambit movie. I think he works better as part of a team. I don't think just a solo Gambit movie would be very interesting. But more importantly, I think Channing Tatum would have been awful as Gambit. I have no desire to see him in that role. So if they're going to do a Gambit movie, I would prefer if they introduce him in X-Men first, and then maybe he could get a spin-off if he's done well enough. I'm the Juggernaut. See, I gotta get 300 kills with Juggernaut to get his new costume, which I'm pretty sure is the ultimate one. Do I have to pick these things up? Or do I just heal by standing there? Oh, it's R1. There. I've been passing by them. My favorite X-Men's Nightcrawler. My favorite male is probably Beast. A lot of characters work better in teams. Example, why isn't Invincible Woman getting a solo mini? I don't think every character needs a solo. You know, if you want to try it in the comics, fine. But a solo movie, I don't know. Like, as much as I love Hawkeye, for example, I don't know if I would want to see a solo Hawkeye movie. I don't know how interesting that would be. Although his solo comic was really good, but still. I'd rather see him in a buddy, kind of like a buddy movie with Black Widow. I think that would work out rather well. I remember being a kid and wearing my blue dressing down belt, tied in my back like a tail, pretending to be Nightcrawler. I was bullied, but the nerds rule now. Oh yeah, no, nerds took over the world. Dark Phoenix Saga needs a good adaptation. Yeah, I agree. I did not like Dark Phoenix very much. I know everyone said that, but it really wasn't that good. I think they should give the Phoenix storyline kind of a break. Like, let it marinate for a while before you try doing it again.
We don't have all night. Break those capacitor locks.
I had a lot of problems with that movie. Yeah, they're just rampaging. Ah! Okay, one more. This is a long-ass level. What is that? Yeah, that could pass for a Doombot. Days of Future Past was great in my opinion. Yeah, I love that one. That's actually my favorite X-Men story. Before that movie was even made, and I think they adapted it really well. There were some changes, but still. It would have been cool having Bishop in there. Having him come back to the past. Like in the animated series. Oh, shit.
Best there is.
I think X-Men would be better suited for a TV show. I don't know. I think we need X-Men movies still. Although they did have a TV show. They have Legion, which, I mean, it's X-Men Universe. And The Gifted, which was decent. But yeah, I feel it's important to still have X-Men movies, though. Damn, they're all low on health. Holy shit.
Who's dealing?
Maybe I should switch him out. Let's switch out Juggernaut. He's been kind of slow. He hasn't been doing a whole lot. Alright. Magneto. Let's get Magneto in. I'm really not intending to do an all X-Men team, but it just keeps happening that way. Let's switch out Gambit. We'll give Daredevil a shot. I got him, right? Yeah, there we go. Which, by the way, my favorite Daredevil costume is the black one, although I don't really like the way it looks in this game. But we'll use it. Is there any underrated characters you like that aren't normally in media? I mean, there's a lot of characters I like, but a lot of the ones I like, other people like too. Like, I like a lot of the underground ones that aren't well known to the general public. Like Moon Knight, for example. I talked about him already. I would love to see a New Mutants movie. There is a New Mutants movie. Although I don't know how close to New Mutants it actually is. And it's been delayed till next year. But I feel like by the time that movie comes out, no one's going to care about it.
You asked for it.
How many healing items do I have? 1? Oh, damn, I think I could have revived Psylocke with it. I heard there's a movement to bring back the animated series for X-Men. I've heard that the 90s series is coming back. I don't know if that's a rumor or if that's actually happening now. But that's extremely interesting.
Excuse the mess. I don't clean up for uninvited guests.
I hate your face. Who is Moon Knight? Oh man, how do I explain? Just think of Batman, but very mentally unstable. I guess. How would you? He was a mercenary, and he now serves the Egyptian moon god Khonshu, the god of vengeance. It's. I don't know. Maybe someone else can explain Moon Knight better, but that's an overall bite-sized description of Moon Knight. He's a badass.
Are you slaves or are you men?
I hope Disney app that comes out in November, they bring back all the Netflix characters back. If they do, they have to wait 2 years. Yeah, the contract says they can't be used for another 2 years after Netflix, which sucks.
Combat testing, but you forced my hand.
Moon Knight equals Batman, but crazy, right? And actually mentally insane. Although you can argue that Batman may be as well, but I don't know. Oh my god! Wow. Okay. I gotta get someone better in here. I gotta get Iron Man in here. Get my ass kicked right now. Oh, no, I can't pick Iron Man right now. Damn it. I'm dying. Heal. I need to heal. I don't have healing items. Oh my god. I'm so dead. Maybe if I just keep moving.
Says I'm gonna die.
No! Oh, they all died. 2 years isn't that long. A year's already up. Well, it depends. 2 years from when, though? It depends when the contract's finalized. So I don't know exactly what 2 years means, according to development standards. Oh, Psylocke's back at least. Get your old ass out of here.
Ready for combat testing, but you forced my
What's your
hand.
least underrated Spider-Man villain? Mine is Scorpion's Mysterio. Least underrated? I want to see Kraven. I've been wanting to see Kraven in the movies just as long as Mysterio. Alright. I think Psylocke leveled up. That it? Going down, Tinkerer. Shit. Who did that?
Nice try, mate.
Imbeciles, do you really wish to taste my full wrath?
Ooh, Lizard I like a lot too. We already got Lizard though. At the end of Ultimate Alliance, Galactus vowed revenge on the Avengers. Yeah. Yep, we never saw the effect of that. That would have been cool to see. He was disrespected. You don't disrespect Galactus and get away with it. Then again, I guess they did. Busting up some generic ass robots. My favorite Spider-Man series villain is Shocker. I love the Shocker. I think it's funny in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics how they treated Shocker like a joke villain. He was just some regular burglar that he kept running into Spider-Man accidentally, and he kept throwing him in jail over and over. It was hilarious.
Taking a real beating here.
Daredevil Wolverine team up.
You should be at the main reactor. Disengage the auxiliary shield batteries first.
You're mad! You'll kill us all!
Things the other level. Or close.
Good work. That should allow you to break the reactor shield and gain direct access to the core.
How old is this game? The remaster came out in 2016, so the original... Man, I don't know. Someone look that up. Like 2011 maybe? Something like that? I really don't remember. Well, 360 era. Mid-360 era. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because you fight that scorpion bot.
I can converse with you on that level, if need be.
Oh, Schmidt Craven was also treated as a joke character? Yeah, for the most part. He was a reality TV show host. I gotta pull that shielding off. I think.
Those leg panels aren't very shielded. Is he vulnerable there?
Block. It's up to Wolverine. Come on. One more hit on that leg. No, I think I'm gonna die. It's only Wolverine? Great. No, Wolverine could do it. He's done worse. Ooh! Yes. Oh no, minions! Always minions. That's what's gonna kill me. This intro is so long I forgot about this bit. Yeah. I don't remember it being this long. I do remember all this other shit happening though. I think the other levels are paced a lot better overall. Damn. I'm screwed. Yeah, I need the other characters in here.
And I got my limits, bub.
Yeah, I'm just going to kill me. There's no way I'm going to do it with just Wolverine. Wolverine still gets run over by steamrollers when facing the Punisher. Yeah, that scene was awesome. Like, he got shot in the balls, and then, like, he got grenaded in the face. Crushed by a steamroller. And, Punisher knew he wasn't going to kill him, though. Hey, James Bravo. We are in the first stage still. Because the first stage is long as hell. Yeah, Sony is doing a Morbius movie. I don't know how I feel about that. Again, I feel this is Sony jumping the gun when these are characters that could be used in an actual Spider-Man movie.
Punch, break, destroy. Is that all you simpletons know how to do? Very well.
Simpletons? I'm going to switch the characters. I need Spider-Man in here. Psylocke's kind of useless in this part. Where's Spidey at? Daredevil's not really useful here either. Let's put Cable. He shoots. Yeah. Whoa. I like that one. Punisher killed everyone and Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. That was a really good storyline. It was crazy.
Those leg funnels aren't very shit. It's vulnerable there.
Come on. Damn, Cable's gun is strong. AI better not get killed. You just call your waifu useless? I mean, at this moment in time, she was being useless, yes. I'll bring her back in the fold. Gotta take him out ASAP. See, now I'm kicking his ass. We have one more leg? Yeah, there's one more leg. Go, Cable! Damn it, it's like 2 seconds from... Hell yeah. Sony says it's really becoming more punchable. First with their movie decision, now game censorship. Yeah. For those that haven't heard, Sony's definitely going to be censoring games in the future based on protecting the kids. While Nintendo is not. The world is backwards. Is Insomniac doing MCU or they're just doing Spider-Man? I think they're doing it per property for different developers. Because Square Enix is doing Avengers.
Tower, our base of operations. As soon as you're ready, head over to the briefing station for our next mission. If you like, take a break to chat with your teammates.
Oh, they still have trivia in this, right? I like the
New
trivia.
sim console for training scenarios, or to run simulations of previous missions. You can also access the review terminal to study up on intel, or unwind with a trivia game.
Yeah, let's go do the trivia. That levels my characters up.
Don't tell me this thing deleted my spreadsheet again. Come on.
I gotta level my people up. Hey, there's Thor.
Hail, mortal.
His voice doesn't sound anything like Thor.
Little hath changed of late. My father Odin continues to punish that vile Victor Von Doom.
I've heard that voice.
Loki for their treachery of years past.
It's Crispin Freeman. For who, Thor?
From a human perspective, that is probably most accurate.
Later, Goldilocks.
Fare thee well.
Yeah, he did sound a lot better in one, I think. It just sounds weird.
Mr. Jarvis, please report to Mr. Stark's office.
Hi there. It's true. I used my powers against my dad to protect myself. It was wrong.
Hey, Thor, bye. Thor, we never see him again, yeah. Which, technically, Thor in this universe, in the original Civil War, he wasn't around. It was a clone.
Actually, they did.
Like cyborg thing.
Stop. I didn't want to become a fugitive. See you later.
Who do we want on our team? I gotta keep Wolverine. I'm gonna keep Spidey. Let's put Iceman in for a little bit. I like that costume better. Let's get all these skills upgraded. Web Barrage. The upgrade system in this is a lot simpler. Isn't Iceman like an Omega level mutant? Yes. Iceman could destroy the entire world if his powers ever lost control. Thor was pissed when he found out that Tony cloned him. Yeah, he gave Iron Man a beatdown, like the beatdown of his life. Captain America's civilian name is Steve Rogers. Let's see how my comic book knowledge fares. Which hero has never been an X-Men? Oh god, wait. I almost pressed the wrong button. Daredevil. Electro's real name is Max Dillon. Vince Charger? Sometimes I'll throw an obscure one. Gambit's cards are kinetically charged. The supervillain named Grim Reaper is Wonder Man's brother. Wonder Man. The Hulk was created in Gamma Ray Explosion. The Hulk cannot fly. That's debatable. I mean, he jumps really, really far. It's kind of like flying, I would say. Johnny Storm cannot breathe in space. The Human Torch is a blood relative of... Wait, what? Human Torch... Oh. I had to think about it. Because they had the superhero name and then real people names. Soldiers in that Latvian army do not use... jetpacks? I guessed that one. I wasn't sure. Luke Cage gained his powers from an experiment. Life on the streets? That's an awesome answer. Which of these civilians is a former chemist? Scorcher, right? Yeah. The Tinkerer's real name is... Oh, was it Phineas Mason? I think it's Phineas Mason. Oh, it is. Whose powers are not derived from technology? Wait, hold on. Not derived from technology. Whirlwind. He's a mutant. Damn, the way they word the question sometimes makes you stop for a second. No. In his civilian life, Iron Man is a rich industrialist. Peter Parker's uncle? Some of these answers are ridiculous. Iron Man's real name is Anthony Edward Stark. Victor Von Doom. Scorcher's a lamer Molten Man. Yeah. And Molten Man was already kind of a discount villain. Black Widow's abilities include espionage experience. Is that an ability, though? I mean, she doesn't have any of the other stuff. That's debatable if that's an ability. In the 1940s, Captain America was frozen ice. By day, Daredevil is a lawyer. I think we're almost done with the questions. Gambit's real name is Remy LeBeau. LeBeau. I don't know, Scarlet's boobs can be pretty mind-controlling. Iceman's powers first manifested in Schoolyard Fight. Right? Yeah. A soap opera. The Invisible Woman can create force fields. Tony Stark is a recovering... Look at that first answer. Recovering chocoholic. He is an alcoholic. Natasha Romanoff is the civilian name of Black Widow. Give me that XP. Level up. Nick Fury's secondary strike team in Latveria. Ooh, I don't know this one. Bravo? Bravo. Oh, hell yeah. That was a 100% guess. Provides electrical power to Doomstat. Electro just fought that boss. The Wolverine trivia minigame Web of Shadows is more challenging than this. I don't remember that at all. I gotta play that game again. Cleans up after human... Oh, damage control. I thought Damage Control was getting a TV show or something. I remember hearing that a couple years back. What gave Captain America his abilities? Freedom fries. I should have picked Freedom fries. Peter Parker's deceased uncle's name, Ben. Uncle Ben. Like the rice. Spider-Man is well known for his wisecracks. Yeah, these questions are kind of easy. The first game had some more obscure ones. Wolverine's birth name is James. His retractable claws are made out of adamantium. Web of Shadows is still my favorite Spider-Man. Mastering the wing system, tough to master, but once you do, it feels great. I never finished the game. I did like half of the bad playthrough. I was doing the Black Spider-Man. I did the Black Spider-Man suit run, so I was making all the bad choices. Who first taught Storm to control her powers? Oh, I thought it was the Tribal Elders. Oh, God. Or was it her father? Yeah. Because she was a goddess over there. In the first game, question no answer, no timer, so you could cheat and Google answers. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Storm's parents were killed in a... I think this was a plane crash. Oh wait, no, car accident. No, I think it was plane crash. It was plane crash. That's what it was. Captain America... Oh, I already answered this. Alright, we're done with these. How do I get out of this? Exit. Yes! Level up. There you go, we got some more points here. Let's add in healing factor. And I need that healing factor. Storm is the Queen of Wakanda. I don't think she's anymore, though, is she? She was for a while. Actually, I should be careful who I level up right now. Because some of these characters, when I pick my side, are actually going to be locked. So, let's just go. Da-na-na. Alright, see the other checkpoints? Get some sleep, man. I know you always say that, and then, like, a couple hours later, I see you online again. I don't know how you sleep so little. How am I supposed to go? Oh. It's Black Widow. Briefing station. Is that the briefing station?
Things have been pretty quiet around here lately. I suppose we should have known it was too good to last.
Miss Marvel has been investigating an international gun-running ring in the city.
Miss Marvel.
A lead identified this Roosevelt Island construction site as a front for their operations. Last night she reported discovering unexpected tunnels running beneath it. This morning she failed to check in.
Carol can definitely take care of herself, but we'll need to follow up on this just in case. Let's start by investigating.
See, that's when I liked Captain Marvel. I like that costume so much better. Hey, Roku, welcome. Trilogy can sleep for 2 hours and sleep for 17 hours.
It's no problem.
I like what Iceman can do. Let's use him.
Sorry for the cold shoulder.
You feel so unstoppable in this game later, though, whenever you start leveling up a lot.
Intruders! Stop them!
The Iceman cometh and kicketh your butt. Come on.
Stop her before she can be played by Brie Larson. I wonder who they would have casted to play her if she was still the Miss Marvel one, because Brie Larson is Captain Marvel. I wonder if she still had the Miss Marvel identity. I wonder if Brie Larson still would have been playing her. It's funny too, because I remember before that movie came out, Marvel was talking about how they were changing her origin drastically so it wouldn't resemble Green Lantern, and it still resembled Green Lantern pretty well. So I don't know exactly how far they changed their original idea.
We've got company.
Oh, who's the guy with the yellow lights on his back? Oh, that's Cable from X-Men. I think he was DLC too, if I'm not mistaken.
Die a
Could be wrong about that, but I thought he was. She got butt kicked by Rogue, yeah. That'd be a cool storyline, and that'd be a cool explanation as to how Rogue can fly and has super strength. I wouldn't mind that. Man, Cable's gun is the tits. I love it. Didn't Carol in the movie become a pilot? Yep, she did. I mean, she always had a pilot backstory, though.
You're very close to a major power source. Take it offline.
Whenever they say they're changing something completely different, they're usually full of bullshit. Yeah, they didn't change a whole lot. From Green Lantern, I should specify. They also disrespected Marvel in that movie. Yeah, I wanted to see him first, because he was a huge part of the comics back in the day before he died of cancer. Which, that was an interesting death for a superhero. Because he didn't go out, like, in a giant, like, self-sacrificing battle. It was just cancer. Did they ever revive him, though? I don't think he ever came back, did he?
That's what a ticked-off Canadian can do.
I love how Mysterio was tied in Iron Man. Yep, he had ties to Iron Man 1 and Civil War. Actually, I hope Ned becomes Hobgoblin. I can't imagine Ned turning into Hobgoblin. No, I like Ned. I don't want to see him become Hobgoblin. I like him.
You're not in it.
Which I think he's an original character. Well, actually, no, he's not. In the comics, I think Ned, wasn't he Miles Morales' friend? They should have named him Kong, because in Ultimate Spider-Man, they had a similar character called Kong. Honestly, MCU needs to stop killing all the villains. That was one of the criticisms I gave in my review for it. Yep. Save your villains for future use. You never know when you could whip them out. Even Thanos, I feel, should have lived. Because he's part of Infinity Watch. He actually becomes a good guy at one point. Basically watching out to make sure no one abuses the stones. With a bunch of other characters, too. There was so much potential there. Genki is Miles' friend? Oh, really? So, Ned is made up, then. I thought that was Miles' friend. Or maybe they just took his appearance, I guess. Because isn't he, like, kind of Asian, too? I don't remember. I didn't actually read the Miles Morales comics. I wasn't a big fan of Miles Morales. I never was. The Wolverine. This whole level looks the same. It's just tunnels. After tunnels, after tunnels. Ned is based on... Oh, see, that makes sense then. I want to see Scorpion that was teased in Homecoming. Yeah. Yeah, they have to do something with that character. Because they had an actor set up as Matt Gargan. He has to become something. Maybe in the next movie, Spider-Man Too Close to Home or whatever. There's the costume I like.
Hero. Now don't keep telling me you came in here.
Yeah, shocker.
Where are the others, huh?
About to whoop his ass.
Right behind you.
Quilt Man.
Oh, come on. You really think? Oh.
He turned out like, oh shit. Everyone's here. Ned leaves the deceased husband of Betty Brant. Oh. That makes sense. I wonder when we're gonna get Harry Osborn in this universe, because he's such a big. You know, to be fair though, a lot of people think he's supposed to be like part of Spider-Man's life and all this, but in the original comics, they didn't even meet until like college, so it makes sense that he's not there yet. Damn it, Spider-Man's down. I don't want to use all my health items. I heard Spider-Man Far From Home wasn't that great, not bad, but kind of okay. I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was way more than okay. But different people have different opinions.
Thanks. As you can probably tell, this op is a lot bigger than we thought. We need to figure out what these Latvians are up to. Of course. I've done some recon already. There's an old factory above these tunnels. If we destroy the weapons they've stockpiled there, it's bound to slow down their operation.
Help me, Captain Marvel. Come back. She could probably just blow this entire place up in 2 seconds. There's a Blade 2 game on PS2. Well, also, Blade 1, I think, was on PS1. And they had Blade as an unlockable character in Ghost Rider on PS2, the movie game, which was actually really good because it was a God of War ripoff. It was a complete God of War knockoff. Speaking of Spider-Man MCU, I hate that version of Flash. Yeah, I don't hate him because I think he's funny, but he's not Flash. He's an original character, as far as I'm concerned. So is MJ. That's definitely an original character. This Michelle girl.
That should lead up to the factory. You go on ahead. I'm gonna finish exploring these tunnels to look for additional intel. If you need any help, I'll be ready.
She's useless. Oh, I got Miss Marvel now. Let me swap her in. Oh, damn it. Can I swap her in with a dead character, though? Blade 1 was also on Game Boy Color. That I did not know. That's interesting. I need to check that out sometime. Best God of War knockoff was Dante's Inferno. That was excellent, too.
Shocker later. Trash the Latvian weapons first.
Alright, let me see if I can bring her in. Wait, who was down? Spider-Man. Why can't I swap him? Guess I could revive him. Had to waste it on him. Alright, who do I want to remove? Wolverine, we'll take you out for a little bit. Let's get Ms. Marvel in here. Give her a little bit of glory. Alright.
Let's get going. They just don't make bad guys like they used to.
There we go. She's pretty strong. We'll keep her on the team. For now. I like that move.
That's the first weapon catch.
Should be stronger though. I've always laughed at the superheroes that wear those domino masks. Yeah, because they don't really hide anything. Destroyed! Oh, for those of you, too, that have been following my Gears of War live streams, tonight I'm going to post the next part. After that, it's just, I think, one part left. And then it'll be all up. I think I'm going to increase it to 2 of them a day, because I didn't want to bombard people with too much content. So I've been uploading live streams like 1 part a day, but it takes so long, like, to actually post them that way, so eventually they just keep mounting and mounting and mounting. So I think I'm gonna do 2 a day. That'll get them out quicker for you guys.
I love my job.
Flash is my favorite supporting Spider-Man character and deserves to be done justice. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, at least they still made him an asshole. That's one aspect of his character that's supposed to be. I don't know why they decided to make him like, I don't know, just this Indian kid. But I mean, that's what a lot of movies are doing that now for diversity's sake. They're changing all the races around and such. Which I mean, I'm not gonna say necessarily that in its own is a bad thing, but I usually like my comic book characters to look like whatever they look like on the comics, for the most part. If they're not really well-known characters, then I don't really care, but when they're core characters, I like them. Just I like feeling like I'm watching the comic book, so.
And I took it easy on you, too.
I wonder why superheroes can't fly in this game. Well, yeah, you can. Like this. It doesn't really serve a big purpose, though. So, I don't know. Yeah, when I do my pro registration run, I'll probably, before I stream that day, I'll probably play the level up until I get to make that choice. So we don't have to watch this all over again. Because the game is the same before that, no matter what you do. Damn it, get off me. When is DLC Timeline Part 4 coming out? Probably early next week, because right now I'm doing the Mortal Kombat one first that I've been wanting to do. That should be out by the end of the week sometime, and Devil May Cry will take me a couple days, so realistically, I hate giving a specific date, because it never turns out that way for whatever reasons, but maybe Monday or Tuesday next week, if everything goes according to plan. And then I got a movie review and 2 game reviews coming up this month that I want to do.
That was the last one. Where are the reinforcements?
Are you going to play Dying Light? Story's kind of dumb. Yeah, I actually might do that sometime because I have it and I never finished it, so I might just start it all over and stream it. You guys know for my stream, sometimes I'll start games all over as an excuse to go through my backlog, so. Yeah, I'll probably do that sometime. Come here, generic robots. I can't wait for Ultimate Alliance 3. I'm so happy with that game, because when I saw the trailer, I wasn't that looking forward to it. But when I actually played at E3, it plays so well. I mean, it plays just like 1 and 2, really. And it's got like 30 plus characters. It's got everybody in it. When you play as Groot, it's Groot and Rocket, so Rocket's just kind of like chilling on his shoulder, and it combines both their attacks into one character. That was cool. I'm probably gonna have Groot and Rocket on my team all the time.
We'll hold this line. Go help the boss get everything ready.
Got it.
Oh, there's Grim Reaper. Asshole. Ooh, I need these health items. give it a cable. Is there any more health items? No, there's an Mcron fragment. The Mcron crystal. Iceman. Let's give it Iceman. Yep, Wonder Man's brother. Damn, I barely hit him. I was trying to take out the minions. Oh, Spider-Man died. No. Yeah, they are only making Ultimate Alliance 3 for the Switch, which I wish that was available on multiple consoles, because I'd rather get it on PS4 or Xbox. Since they're doing that, I really hope it stays on the Switch, because I'm going to be pissed off if later they come out with like an Ultimate Edition on PS4 and Xbox. That I've heard, I think Nintendo actually helped fund it, so I think it is staying exclusive, but I mean, who knows if that'll always be that way. I hope it stays the way it is, because I would hate to rebuy it, and if it comes out on other consoles, I'm probably going to want to rebuy it. Because I like getting like trophies and achievements and those kind of things too. So it would suck ass to have to buy it all over again. Switch is like downgrade version. I mean, if it was designed for the Switch, I mean, from what I played, it played really well. It didn't feel like a downgrade. Then again, it's not really a graphically intensive game either, so that's not that surprising. Damn it. Stop it. Need health items.
There must be some way to break this floor. Look around. We need to get down to the next level. Can you work together to smash through the floor?
Easy. I got Bloodstain. It cannot really handle it that well. Oh, what are you talking about, Music God? It's on the Switch? Because I've heard from a lot of people. I have it on the PS4 and it works great, but I've heard from a lot of people that the Switch version is rough. Probably needs an update.
Good. Destroying their tech can only hurt them.
Damn it. Can I not revive Spider-Man because he's not here? I'm able to, though. Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, yeah, I can. Spidey's back. Oh, hell yeah. Damn, I need to go to my local comic book store and pick up some more back issues. I've been collecting all the 90s stuff, like the Jim Lee Spider-Man and Punisher Warzone and Ghost Rider. I'll go, like, my local comic store, every once in a while, they'll do, like, 50% off back issue sales, and I'll go and spend, like, $50 on just, like, a huge pile of just old comics with, like, the cardboard backing and the sleeves and everything. Advice for getting best ending in Symphony of the Night. To get the best ending, you have to get the... Oh, man. I think there's a silver and gold ring. I believe you have to get both of them. The details might be kind of fuzzy because I'm talking from my memory banks. But you have to get the gold and silver ring, which I think you need to get the Spike Breaker armor that you need to get to Maria in the Spike Room. And she gives you the holy glasses that you have to wear to save Richter when you fight him. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's the requirements.
Maybe you should have started with a snowman.
Oh, damn. Haha. The Iceman cometh. Mr. Freeze. I want Marvel game to be like Symphony of the Night. I don't know how that would work. I'd play it.
I will hold them off. That won't be necessary, my dear. Take your post. If our friends here wish to join us on our little cruise, so much the better.
Damn, she's all messed up looking now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button with all of your strength. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on social media or go into my community tab for updates. And for as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel directly on Patreon. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.